Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to focus on users and changing the user configuration group and how to manage the users and groups. So I'm just doing commands by commands. So to learn how to do it, for example, one of the commands that we are using for changing password is passwd. And you see that here, that's my username is Ubuntu, right? So let me change my user to root sudo dash s. So now I am root, right? So when you're root, you're allowed to change any password. For example, I want to change passwd Ubuntu user, right? Then you write the name of a user. And here you can enter a new password for that one. Enter your password is saying that, oh, this password is short. You should enter a very strong password. So I'm gonna enter a very strong password. So that's my password. So you see that now password of Ubuntu has been changed. So that's simply you can use this command to change any password for any users. Usually, if you want to see that what type of user you have, then you can go to here, uh, cat etc, and here passwd. So look, we have Ubuntu as a user, and then we have already changed these users. So there are many groups also here that's listed. So we're going to talk about groups later. So let's say now you want to add another user to Ubuntu. So then you're using this command, user add, user add. So if you look at, I want to just show you some of the main important user add. So look at the manual of user add. Dash D is the option that you're using here. And there are different switches here. For example, base directory is going to be B. Dash C is the comment. Home directory is dash D. And we have dash E also as well. Also, we have here dash F, which is inactive, dash G. You see that you can assign a group. Dash G capital also is a group names that you can also assign here. So then you go your, if you have an additional group, you can add it here. Um, dash H is like help, dash K and dash K capital, dash L for login, dash M for creating home. You see that there are many switches. So knowing the switches, some of them are very important, like dash S, dash G is very common when you want to assign your user to group. But if you just forgot something, this is a very good option that you can come back and check your user manual. So then let's add this one, user add user 3. Okay, then I have added user 3. How can I check cat etc pass wd? Look here, user 3 added to this list, and I is at the end of the list. So let me clear my screen. So the other one that we have is user mod, that you can modify user account. Sometimes it happens that you want to, for example, change the group name, unlock the user, lock the user. So there are different switches that you can use it here. User mod. Again, if you check the man user mod, here we have different switches. Main switches that we have is G dash G and this dash um, capital G, that you can append the user to additional groups here. So also we have dash U also is listed, login, and lock dash capital L for locking user, and capital U is for unlocking. So if you want lock or unlock your users, is this option. So let's now do, for example, user mod group dash group user 1 to user 3. User is saying that group user 1 doesn't exist. We don't have that group. So let's see that. Can I check the ID of user 3? So user 3 now, it has this group ID, is user 3, and is member of this group. You see that most of them is 1001. So this is the information that we have for this group. If you wanna add a group, then you can use group add, for example, what is that, demo. So usually cat etc group shows the group like we have now demo, right? So if you want, um, for example, add this user, then you can use like that, user mod, and then dash ag demo. What was the username? User 3. So look now, if you check ID user 3, so you see that user 3 is now member of this group as well, is 1002. So if I check also cat etc groups, group, then you see that this demo has 1002 and user 3 is part of that. So this way you can assign users and groups. One of the questions usually user asks how we can make one of the user as a pseudo users. Look, root now is a pseudo users. That means that it has more power than other users in Linux operating system. So now I want to do it with the user 3. So user mod dash ag, that group name is sudo. And then you want to user 3 to be part of that. So now if you do ID user 3, you see that user 3 now is member of this group as well. So that means that if you switch this user, then also user 3 is going to be your sudo. It can be like root. So you can change now passwd user 3 and then use this user also when you're logging and you want to install some applications, you can use this user 3. Then we reach to user deletion. Like when you want to delete a user, you use user del. And this man, if you look at the man user del, here we have also different switches. Dash G use GUID for new group, dash H help remove. So we have some examples here. etc group, etc passw, etc shadow. So you see that all of them are listed here. So if I wanna delete the user, so it's gonna be like that. User del, for example, user 3. So now it's going to be, if I cat etc pass wt, you see that we don't have user tree anymore. So that's very good verification that you have done this step correctly. Okay, then let's talk about group, adding group. I mentioned this one before. Group adding is like that, group add -g, and then you can add any group name here. -g is group ID for the group. Like you can add 666 for this group 1, right? So now if you do cat etc group, see that now the ID of group 1 is 666. So this way you can create different type of groups. Um, if you do, for example, you want to force group, because we have -f, -f, if you have a group which is already existed in the group list, for example, if I want to add again group add this way, like group add -g6666, this one already exists in my list, right? So it's saying that this already exists. So if you do echo $? Then it shows you that, okay, for example, this is 9, and I want to add this way, force it. If I want to force it that to create this one, I overwrite the previous one. You can use it like that, group add -f and -g666 group 1. And then it will create this one. But the thing is that the process ID that is assigned to this one is going to change. So cat etc group 1, look, sorry, group. So it will show again this group at the end of this list. And the ID is 666.